Appreciate you. You tight, man. Y'all good? Hey, first and foremost, I want to say shalom, everybody. 290 Mo, brother. We appreciate you having us.
Yes, sir.
We're from the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We teach that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the 12 lost tribes of Israel. We just started a podcast maybe a year and a half ago. We finishing up on 100 episodes. Which that to be next Friday, if I'm not mistaken. We want everybody to please get a flyer. We invite everybody to come out and teach the truth. So we deal with any issues that affect our people. We give solutions to those issues. I'm Captain Mawquad. I'm gonna let each brother introduce themselves.
My name's Officer I was one Gabon.
I'm a Maki Allen.
No. Somebody one about niggas something.
I'm Yardan. And I'm my yard.
All right. So with that being said, we're gonna do a if you tune into our podcast, like I said, we deal with the issues. So we're gonna do a small rendition of what we do every Friday at 8 p.m. And of course, we want crowd participation. If you got any questions, please ask. What we dealing with first, Aki?
If I could, Caps, we got Trump executive order on birthright citizenship.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna read this article.
Go ahead.
Come. This is ABC News. Judge temporarily blocks Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship, calling it blankly unconstitutional. A federal judge in Seattle on Thursday signed a temporary restraining order blocking President Trump's executive order on birthright and citizenship.
Right. Birthright citizenship, once again, in ISUPK, we've been trying to warn black people for a very long time that I got to clear the air on this. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
I got to clear the air on that. And we've been trying to warn black people for a very long time how black people been desensitized on how racist the so-called white man is.
Right.
And of course, right now, he's attacking Hispanics, with the deportation. I'm sure everybody aware of that, what's going on, whatever the case may be. But what we don't understand as black people is you next.
Right.
You somehow you can make the Hispanics your enemy, and you think that white people gonna deport the Hispanics. Meanwhile, they gonna let you be free. And it ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the job of a prophet, you understand, is to warn the people of destruction before it comes. And that's what we've been doing since 1969. If I could, I want to give it up to our leader, Commanding General Yohanan.
That's right.
You understand? This brother is a real leader of black people and Hispanics. You understand? In the IHBK, we like to say that we're the foremost lovers of black people. And so we told you before Donald Trump got elected, we said this months in advance, that Hitler was on his way into the White House.
Right.
A lot of people laughed at it. A lot of people didn't believe it. And then Elon Musk got right up there and did a Hitler salute.
Right.
And y'all can chime in at any time y'all want. He got right up there and did a Hitler salute. You don't realize where you living at. You understand? Because you've been sitting there since the 60s, you've been sitting there believing in a dream of Martin Luther King.
Right.
Who he himself said was a goddamn nightmare.
Right.
Now you ready to listen. Now this devil was sitting up in the White House, and now black people is ready to pay attention. Well, you better pay attention, because just like the so-called fake Jews, when Hitler was in power, he had a final solution now.
Right.
And what you don't understand, these white people are ready to deliver you a final solution.
That's right.
So now you got to turn to the proper leadership. Right. And that leadership is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
Not these thinking religions, that's desensitizing you to how evil these people are. Great. Go ahead, Mike.
And like you said, Cap, it's about proper leadership out here. Like everybody, all our people, we looking at the Hispanics, and a lot of us saying, yeah, they deserve it. Yeah, get out of our country. This has never been our country. One thing about this birthright citizenship that you need to realize as a black man and black woman in this country, that you are here because of birthright citizenship. We came here on slave ships. They wanted us as property. We were their property. We still are their property. They look at us as property. You know how we know that we're still their property? Because they gun us down in the streets with no mercy. They can hire us and fire us at will with no mercy. They can take us out of our homes. They can kick our kids up out of our schools. They can flood us with cheap dope. They can give us all the most horrific images. They can beat us down as much as they want to and then blame us for trying to come up off the bottom. Whatever we got to do. If you go out and sell drugs, they say that nigga did it. They don't say that they the ones flying it over here. They the ones supplying it to you. They the ones giving you guns. They the ones that give you outdated books in your education system. They the ones that do everything that make us at the bottom, but they all want to be like us. We invented everything in this hellhole of a country. We the greatest people on earth. You know what I'm saying? And that birthright citizenship, Donald Trump, you can laugh at him, you can make fun of him, but that man is a strategist. He has strategy. Me and Cal was just talking about this. This man has a strategy. It starts off with the Hispanic brothers and sisters. They're not going after the Ukrainians. They're not going after the Afghanistanians, the people that they actively, the Chinese. They're not about to listen. Come, sir.
The Ukrainians in condos.
Right.
Ukrainians in laws right now. Them niggas ain't getting up saying nothing about that. But once again, we've been so brutalized for 400 years, and it's easy to go pick on somebody that's not a bully. You understand? And black people, we want to go now and bully the Hispanics instead of standing up against the man that we supposed to stand up against,
Right.
which is the white man.
Everybody not woke, so he placed the stragglers for other people to focus on, such as
Uh-huh.
the high price of food, rent, and everything else.
Real talk.
Everybody else is focused on that. I make a lot of that.
Yeah.
So nobody is focused or woke on the issue that you're speaking.
Real talk.
That's why nobody really
Yeah.
paying attention or commenting.
Yeah.
The woke world know what's going on.
Yeah.
Such as those crimes with those kids missing and coming up. Everybody knows
Real.
what's coming up.
Real talk. Get the sister a hand.
Yeah, I'm right.
Listen, here's the thing. We better get woke quick.
Real quick.
We ain't got much time. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we here. That's why we encourage people to tune in to our podcast. And that's why we call it the round table of the truth. The truth is like medicine. You may not like it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be painful. You don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying, the reality of what we telling you. But because we love you, you got to hear it. These brothers, I ain't know, 15 years, I ain't know none of these brothers. You know what I'm saying? I get my life for them, man.
That's
You understand why? Because in that Bible, when you dig into them records of that Bible, you are digging into the Constitution. Your soul. Even the speakers hating on us. We ain't shocked. We get a lot of hate. Even electricity hating on us. No, what the sister said was real heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? And what we got, this, how you combat that, sister, is being woke. You got to go and wake up other people.
Right.
And here's what we got to examine. What put us to sleep? It's crazy how, you know what I'm saying, the 1964 Civil Rights Act made us believe that we now was equal in America. They made you fall in love with Martin Luther King. Meanwhile, they assassinated the man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Baby.
No, hell no, we ain't getting
Men
it.
make more money than women, actually.
Say it again.
Most men make more money than women, actually.
I don't know. Listen. There's a lot of sisters out there getting into a bag. I don't know about that. It depends. Here's what we gotta learn. No matter who get in the bag, we gotta learn to have sympathy towards one another.
Right.
But,
You know, as far as that,
right.
as far as us,
Yeah, it's no,
undercover.
yeah, it's no such thing as equality. Equality is a fantasy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as races, that's a fantasy.
Right.
Men and women, that's a fantasy.
Right.
The Lord ain't set up the earth for animals or man to be equal. So what you saying, you know what I'm saying, is heavy. I know you want to say something, Mark. Go ahead.
No, I just know everybody, you know what I'm saying, sees all of the issues and the problems. But us as black people, we gotta deal with the solution. What's the solution of things? Is us loving one another, us coming together as a whole and doing something for our community, and worrying about our community and not this society. A lot of people felt like going for Kamala Harris was against, you know what I'm saying, what's going on right now. But you involve yourself in voting in any fashion, you are playing a game that has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? The game that we need to be focused on is our community and the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. The one that America don't care about, that the government don't care about.
Right.
They focus on keeping you down in the position that you in.
That's all right. Get a brother hand for that. You understand? Anybody else want to say something? No? Go ahead.
Not only that, is when we too focus on money. You understand? Money isn't going to save us from the situations Blacks, Hispanics, and Indians are in. You understand? Like we think money's going to save us, we're going to get out of hell with a little bit of dollar bills.
Right.
Because that's not the way. Of course, money is going to be definitely an advantage, but it's not going to get you out of the situation you're in.
Right.
It's not. You understand? You can be rich, but still alone. You can be rich and going through hell. You can still be rich and losing your family or suffering by racism by the so-called white. It doesn't really matter. Money isn't going to help you besides your pocket. At the end of the day, it's about what you believe in and the morals that you keep. You understand? You need to start keeping the morals. That means that another Black man or woman like you or me, Hispanic man or woman like you and me, those should be the biggest priority to make sure there's no more drugs circulating through our communities.
Right.
There's no more gun violence circulating through our communities. We shouldn't be worrying about what block is this, what block is that. You don't own those blocks. They're all white man's blocks.
Right.
So why are we killing each other? It's the morals that we go by, not the money.
That's right. Damn right.
Go ahead, I belong.
If I could just,
Right, I got that. Sure.
if I could just add to the brother's point about us having morals, the reason why we don't have morals is because we've been learning from an immoral man.
Right.
I know everybody don't like to hear the words the white man is the devil, but it's the truth.
Damn right.
The reason
Right.
why we G's and BDs is that's not Black culture.
Right.
That's white culture.
Damn right.
We got gang banging from who? Al Capone,
Right.
Italians. That's learned behavior.
Right.
So we got to come back to our culture, and once we do that, then we'll have morals. Then Black people will start to love Black people. Then you'll see a nation come together.
Damn right.
Damn right, give it up.
Damn right.
This is what we say all the time. We call another Black man opposition is the mental illness.
Yeah.
You understand? And the only way to get cured of your mental illness is the truth. You understand? We're gonna skip to another article because we can chop that up. These brothers a little long-winded up here. We're supposed to have a 2-hour show every Friday night. It turns into a 3-hour show. Because these brothers don't know how to say it. But of course, like the brother's saying, we need a moral compass, man.
That's right.
We need rules. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to get money. We ain't telling nobody don't get money, but you can't put money in front of a moral compass, Black man. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a moral compass, man. And you got one thing you got to do. You got to learn brotherhood. Brotherhood ain't something you just wake up out the bed with. It's something that you get taught.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here. If I got an issue with this brother, Christ, you know what Christ said? Christ said, go to he and him alone and discuss your issue with that brother. You know what I'm saying? If we learn he and him alone, how many murders does that wipe out in the Black Hispanic community?
Damn right.
We don't know how to love each other, man. And you know why we don't know how to love each other? Who can take a guess why we don't know how to love each other? Does anybody know?
Because we don't know how to love ourselves.
Huh?
We don't know how to love ourselves.
You're right. We don't know. But why don't we know how to love ourselves? Here's the better question. Who have been teaching Blacks and Hispanics morality for the past 50, 60 years? Go ahead, brother.
I mean,
Come on, say it. Don't be afraid.
The powers that be. The powers that be. Here's what I'm gonna point to. This one gonna hurt. Right? You ain't gonna name like
That's
this.
right. But that's some calculation.
The Christian church.
That's right.
And you should say it. Yeah, well, you gotta say it.
Don't be afraid.
It's time for us to now say what need to be said, or we all gonna die in this place.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? The Christian church and all these religions that have nothing to do with us is the reason why we don't love each other.
Right.
The religion of Christianity, that's white people's religion.
Right.
White Jesus is their religion.
Right.
You understand? We followed Christianity for so long, then we went and jumped to Islam.
Right.
I got bad news for you about Islam. Islam is a religion of the Arabs.
Right.
And nigga, you ain't Arabs.
That's right.
So where is your God at? Like a man Juliana always say, where is the God of the niggas? And
Right.
we found it. And when we did the research, we found out that the Holy Bible is our constitution that everybody try to act like it belonged to them.
Damn right.
So you go on the Bible and find out Acts chapter 13:1, the word nigga is in the Bible. What the hell you think we got them on real university on these goddamn shirts? You understand? Where we at with it now?
Come on.
Let's get it.
I could, I think that.
You got them there. We got the mic went out.
Oh, that was my one.
If I could, this is CBS News. Trump doesn't only want to end DEI, he also voiding a civil rights era discrimination rule. Among the flurry of the executive orders since its January 20th inauguration, President Donald Trump has taken aim at rooting out diversity, equality, and inclusion, or DEI programs within the federal government.
So here's what that means. You understand? First, he tried to get rid of, you know what I'm saying, the act, and they started in the 1800s with so-called made you Negro citizens. You understand? Like this, you got to understand something about Trump. He's strategic in this. He understands that America was built on white supremacy.
Right.
And what you don't know is he trying to sit in that Oval Office forever. When he gonna do his turn, when his turn come up, he want all the white America to say, "No, you ain't gotta leave office. You don't know where you at, man. Your leaders have desensitized you, like I said earlier. Martin Luther King telling you, you know what I'm saying, to love all people, you know what I'm saying, was the wrong thing for you, man. You understand? When you look at us, we separatists up here. A lot of people try to say the ISUK, but y'all racist, we racist, this, that, and other, and the fourth. But the most healthiest thing that a man could be is a separatist. What does that mean to be a separatist? That means you prefer your people above any other people.
That's right.
You understand? If you ain't Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you can't come into our school. You
That's
understand?
right.
You gotta be one of the people that have dealt with the pain and the oppression that America has put on top of us. Because a lot of Black leaders, they act radical. But the minute they get a check from the white man, then they ready to shut their mouth. They know what the Snoop Dogg is. Snoop Dogg. They played a video on him saying he would never perform at the White House. And then, he say, "You a coon if you perform." Did he just not perform? Why did he perform? Because he a whore for white people's money.
That's right.
I know you don't like to hear that, but the truth is the truth. You know, we got to stop being a whore for this man's money. Where we going? Go ahead. That's the 1, 2. This one did.
That was still
Go ahead. Go ahead, read out. Somebody want to say something? Go ahead.
If I may also, like we talking about Donald Trump is in office, everyone should know that Donald Trump is one of the biggest white supremacists around on the earth. You understand? He was raised, his mother and his father were both true Klansmen, a part of the KKK. All you gotta do is go research it, that both his parents actually were proud KKK members. Did you not think that his parents raised him up to be the same?
Yeah,
You
right.
understand? Not only that, like you go talk about, he's talking about making America great again. Okay, America's been the greatest country for how many years now?
Right.
You understand? So when hasn't it been great?
Right.
But the thing is, what he's talking about, when America is great again, it means that America was the greatest when we were in chains.
right.
Right.
You understand? When they didn't have to share their spoils, they didn't have to share their land, they didn't have to pretend about equality, nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was the white man on top and everyone else on the beneath. You understand? That's his whole belief.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Captain, if I could.
Go ahead. I just want to say this real quick. White people are tired of having to tolerate you. That's what the brother is saying.
That's
They
right.
done had to fake it for so long of tolerating. They tired of having to tolerate you, man. You understand? Go ahead, my y'all.
And so, like, if I could, Captain, I know we get distracted with everyday life, but we got to pay attention to what's going on in the world. I don't know if y'all noticed, but over the past 2-3 years, there have emerged like 40 or 50 new white supremacist groups. They've marched down through Tennessee, they've marched through Chicago, they've marched in Markham, they've been marching all over the country. And they blatantly are marching and saying they're gonna kill niggas, they're gonna do this. And if you watch on YouTube, they training. They're training themselves, they're training their kids, they're training their women, they're training with guns that we ain't never even heard of. They got ammunition. When COVID hit, Glocks went out of stock. You think we bought up all the Glocks? Some of us did. We did go out and grab them. But who you think bought all the Glocks? Who you think bought all the 9mm ammo? You know what I mean? These white supremacist groups have been growing in number. They're well trained. And I'm gonna tell you this, I've seen videos of them practicing what's called urban combat. Now, who do you think, when they say urban, who do they think of? They think of us, and Donald Trump is their champion. Donald Trump being in office the next 4 years, white supremacy is going to rise to a level that you could not even imagine. And these crackers are out here well trained and very bloodthirsty.
Yeah, right.
Know what I mean?
Give it up, brother. Real quick, we got a few minutes left. Once again, we got a 100th episode coming up next Friday. We're gonna have free food, free drink. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to come. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourselves. We're gonna have a podcast. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Please come in and join us. Like I say, IHBK since 1969. We got free classes Monday through Friday where we teach the truth. We answer all questions according to the Bible, whatever book you want to get, the Quran, the Bible, questions about life, it don't even matter, man. We take all comers on, like you want to battle, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We make sure that Black and Hispanic men hang on to their masculinity while serving the Lord. We are not the Christian church. We teach on, where we at on the street? We out there on, go ahead.
Michigan Ave.
Michigan Ave. We teach on Madison and Pulaski, 71st and Jeffrey. We everywhere, huh? State in Washington, we teach out on the street. If you ever roll by seeing Israelites standing out there teaching the word of the Lord, that's us. We fit no man, you know what I'm saying? We willing to die for this truth. That's pretty much it. Any announcement, any more announcements? I basically said it all. Yeah, listen, we appreciate the time, man.
Give them the address, Captain. Give them the address.
Yeah, the address is 9909 Roosevelt Road. It's on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Check our flyer, go to our website, YouTube, Instagram. We all over the place. And again, big shout out to Cabana Jenny Hunter for holding on to this truth. That's fun. Yeah, big shout out to 294. We appreciate it.
All right, y'all. We got a performance up next, and then we got Inside the Church. Church of the Clothes. So, stay tuned. We'll use the bathroom. Get y'all. Make sure y'all go to the cafe. Get y'all something to eat. That shit fast hell. Sure. Check it out.